I just don't understand how people say I suck. Oh, don't worry, Mr. Howell. I mean, tracks. The problem is your legs, and I fixed those for the most part. Oh, so I'm fabulous now? Well, I would still say, I mean, you still have this floaty feet thing going on. So, I mean, at least now all of your parts function. So I would say you're a solid B minus.
Oh, fix me.
So maybe you can help my moldmate chum. Maybe you can do one of the old interwebisode things. What's that thing that you do? All right, welcome, my action figure collector aficionados. We are gonna fix Trax and Roadrage here with their leg assembly. See, I've already fixed Trax because I could not stand him on my shelf all wiggly and falling apart. See that? Look at that. His assembly works. That little tiny tab does actually seat inside the fender where it belongs. Look at that. All I had to do was squeeze this pin tighter through all the pieces to get the assembly to work. Very simple. Here, I'll show you a comparison. Look, here's Roadrage, and look at this. He's got some loose junk. Nobody likes loose junk. All right. So, all we have to do is use Mr. Pinchy here, and I gotta set him up for transformer work. Okay, so the trick with Mr. Pinchy here is the side that's going to be touching the transformer. We don't want these nasty, rough, metal jagged edges marring up our plastic, right? So, simple toilet paper. Good couple of rolls here, and we're just going to fold and fold and fold and fold and fold till we get what we need here. Good squishy bed here. And we're going to take what we need, tear off the rest. All right, so that works. And then simple masking tape. And I'm just going to tape this guy down to the bottom jaw of Mr. Pinchy here. Okay? Just simple taping it around the jaw. I'm going to do that off camera so it actually looks good. Alright, so I have Mr. Pinchy now all set up. And here's the thing about why I choose this over, I know somebody's going to say, you can just use a nail, a nail or a pin pusher and hammer it into place. But then you've got to like stabilize. You got to try to stabilize the part and hold this thing and the part and hit it with a hammer. And then it's only one direction that's causing, force or to nail it in. And the other side is not getting anything. And you're just wiggling the figure and causing possible breakage. I don't know. I've been doing, little fixes and tweaks for years, and I find this is the best way. Okay, and the cool thing is you can adjust the height for the part so you can get like a good square squeeze on a bigger part, or like you'll see on this guy, it's going to be much smaller, so you can get in there and have a good, like a vertical squeeze instead of like trying to ham fist it and squeeze a big, weird angle or something. I find this is the way to go with these loose joints. Like this guy is a great example of the right tool for the job. Okay, so what we're going to do, I always like to try to minimalize. So if you can pop pieces off easily, I'm all for it. This guy is a lot tighter than my Trax was, but we're only working on the leg, so let's just focus on the leg, right? Okay, so what we'll do is try to get to that pin without any stuff in the way. So we're going to rotate this around. We'll twist this leg down like that. And we'll get something that looks like this. Okay, the other little neat trick that I found are these tiny, oh God, can you even see them with my fingers? These are tiny magnets that I bought off of Amazon. They're real cheap. Get a whole box of them so you can kill them for squishing them or whatever, and you're not going to miss it because there's like 50 in a box. They're cheap though, but they're perfect. And I use them for all kinds of hobby nonsense, or you can even use these in action figure feet. You can put them in little feet holes to make your own metal action figure stands, which I do. I can show you that later. But anyway, I'll put a link down below to these guys, where to find them, where to buy them. And what I do is, for starters, and you will have this magnet jump on you. You'll have to do this a couple of times. You'll see me struggle too. But this way, you've got this guy sticking up. So when you use squeezy here, he's going to connect to the top of that magnet, and you're only putting force on that pin head. And then the cushion part, right, is only going to be squeezing on that pin. So as that pin starts to come out, it's got that cushion to go into. You're not screwing up the plastic, and that squish of the, the bottom jaw is going to take up that contour. So you're going to have a good, even squish to get that pin down where it belongs. So we'll do and that. All right, now let me take up and make the adjustment here to make it a good squeeze. All right, so, and here's cool too. You need your little part, it just sticks. So that might be too far. See that? That looks like a good squeeze right there. So we will that, get him in there like so, and that pin is right on top of that magnet there, if you can see that. And we're just gonna put some strength into it. Let's see if that's where we got it going where it needs to go. Let's see here. Get this guy retransformed. It's really hard to look at it when it's not connected to the bot to figure out where things are supposed to be. Okay, that's the front of the leg. Okay, all right. Here we go. So that clicks in there, and look at that. Look, it doesn't slide past anymore. It latches in. Look at that. Good stable leg. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Yeah, cool. All right, I'm going to do the other side. Then we'll put them back together and see how it goes. All right, so I have them all put back together. And it was a success. Look, he holds together. All the pieces click together. Pretty good now. This side didn't go as well as this side, but still drastically better. Okay, so Trax, for whatever reason, he did a lot better through the procedure than Roadrage, but both of them now will stand on their own. Nobody's collapsing on your shelf. Okay, so here they are in alt mode. Now my guys, even before I did the mod, the fenders in vehicle mode still kind of stuck out, so it didn't fix that, but at least he will stand on his own 2 feet now, and that is important. It's time to kick these guys out of the nest and let them stand on their own 2 feet on your shelf, right? Hopefully this mod finds you well, makes you a little happier with this mold and these characters, because I know when I first got it, it drove me crazy. I even bought an upgrade kit that was supposed to fix it, and it didn't. It just sucked. So I figured this out. So the key always is patience. Take your time. When you're using your magnet, right, and you're got it on there and you're squeezing the leg in, just do a little bit. Just go, check it. Check it again. If you have to do it 10 times, it's better to find that sweet spot than to go too far or to break it. Don't try to He-Man things. Just take your time. Enjoy what you're doing, knowing, hey, this is going to be a lot better when I fix it. So take your time. Don't do this in a rush. Don't get yourself frustrated. Do this in quiet time, in your Zen time or whatever. Don't do it when your kids are bouncing off the wall, biting each other and the dogs, because you're going to screw it up. And then you're going to be butthurt. Nobody likes butthurt, so take your time and you'll be happy with what you get. All right, so if you found this helpful, please like, share, subscribe, tell everybody about it. And until then, keep collecting, be good to one another, and we'll see you right back here on